Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be closing out my sinking funds for the month of August. So we are going to jump right on into it. If you are new to my channel, welcome. If you're not new, welcome back. My name is Janelle. I'm a wife and a mother of one. And on here, I do all things budgeting. So if that is something that you enjoy, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. So we are going to get all into this. I do just want to say, if you're new to my channel, I do now most of things on paper, but I still keep a spreadsheet digitally for all of my budgeting so that it's easier to access in case I lose any of my books or anything like that. My sinking funds are cashless. They sit in 3 different accounts currently. I have my iLi, which holds pretty much like a bulk of my sinking funds, then Capital One, and then our credit union account. So let's get on into the numbers. So when we started off the month, our sinking funds had a total of $3,164.24, and our savings had $1,921.28. Excuse me, y'all. And that totaled out to $5,085.52. And now we're going to see what exactly we put towards our sinking funds and where we are currently sitting. So the first one we're going to start off with is my entertainment. So we added $15 to entertainment, and we subtracted $100 for our fantasy football team for both me and my husband. This league that I'm the commissioner of, we decided to up the ante with how much we were going to put into the pot. So now this leaves us at $172.02 going into September. So nothing really crazy, especially since there was no holiday really in August. Didn't have to worry about too much. Next is going to be car insurance. I have already paid off my what is it called? My car insurance for the next 6 months back in July. So there isn't much going on here. So I added $28, and that leaves me at $53.16. And I am doing some sinking funds to be able to build this back up for January, which is when the next one is due. Next is going to be car maintenance. So we started off at $60.78, and I added $25, and nothing was taken out. Now, something should have been taken out. We're at $85.78, but because I did my registration late. I technically did my registration August 31st. So the money won't come out of here for the registration for my car until September. So you guys will see that because that was in my budget for me to take care of. Next is going to be pets. And I kind of know this off the top of my head because I did not add any money into here, nor did I take anything out. So we're still at $90.01. And this says pets. I keep saying that wrong. It's actually pet. We lost our second bearded, or one of our bearded dragons earlier on a couple months ago. So we only have one left. Next is going to be health. And so with health, we technically added $97.97, and we spent $97.97, which is actually going to put us at $0. I'm actually going to be reconciling my sinking funds at the end of this video. So this will just come to 0 because this will just come out of our household checking account to pay off the Amex card, to cover off, or some of the Amex and some of Chase to pay that off. And we'll need to go ahead and replenish this. I have started another savings challenge for health because, yeah, we're going to need some real deal money in health. I feel like every time I feel like I am getting settled, I'm getting into a groove, like something happens and then it's just like a domino effect, y'all. I feel like I'm always trying to just keep my head above water instead of just being above the water. So next is going to be home maintenance. And home maintenance, we added $19. We ended up having to get a sprinkler fixed, And I think that's why we got a notice that we were like watering our grass more than we should be. Because trust me, I ain't using more water than I need to. And I think it was because of that broken sprinkler. And for our lawn guy to go ahead and fix that one and any other ones that might have been broken and all of the things, it came out to $100. So that leaves us at $248.99 for home maintenance. I do feel good though that there is money in home maintenance in case we need to buy any small things. Next is going to be subscriptions. I have a lot of things that I keep in subscriptions, and I'll show you guys that on my spreadsheet once this is done. But where are we? We added $10 to subscription, and we ended up spending $359.10 out of subscription. $129.60 went to Baby Girls Love Every subscription. It's a toy box subscription. She gets one every quarter now. $180 covered her tuition for daycare. And then we decided to re-enroll her for soccer. And so that was the new enrollment free and then a prorated amount for August. So that now leaves me at $1840.18. And so that is where we are for subscriptions. Lastly is going to be taxes. I talked about it in one of my weekly check-ins, but we just have a tax lawyer kind of that every year they go and protest our taxes. If they're not able to lower our taxes, we don't pay anything. Sorry, y'all. And if they are, then we pay like a percentage of whatever they were able to save or something like that. So this year they were able to get our taxes down. And so we owe them $141.58, which is actually... So wait, before I get ahead of myself, we added $11 to taxes, and then we spent $141.58, which is actually pretty good because we actually saved way more than that. So 141 wasn't even putting a dent in how much money on the back end we would be saving come the end of the year. So that leaves us with $81.42, and I'm still saving up in my savings challenges for taxes to get ahead on our escrow account. So that is it for our sinking funds. And now we're going to go over to our savings. So our first savings is our rainy day funds. And for August, we added $10 and got 3 cents of interest. Nothing was taken out, so we are now at $180.18 for rainy day funds. It's just a savings, just like having savings. Next is going to be our actual emergency fund. So I want to talk about this really quickly because I think that video will come out before this video comes out. But in one of my little vlogs, I talked about how we ended up getting our roof fixed, and the person who fixed my roof was like, don't worry about payment. Let's fix your roof first. He's one of my contractors. And y'all, I've been reaching out to him and he's like, don't worry about it right now. Don't worry about it right now. I don't know if he's just not going to make me pay or if I'm just going to pay at a later date, but I'm going to try again another week. But as of right now, I have not had to actually touch the emergency fund to pay him for them fixing the roof. So that is why there is nothing going to be taken out because I don't owe or I didn't have to pay anything. So for my emergency fund, I actually got $18.05 worth of interest, and then I added $25. So that ended up being $43.05 that went to the emergency fund, and nothing was taken out. So that puts me at $1636.78. And shout out to all of y'all that commented on my community tab about whether I should take that amount, that roof amount, out of my emergency fund or out of my 1 month ahead fund. I was really like on the fence of which one I did. I had like a pros and cons. I really felt like it should have came out of emergency, and y'all really just confirmed it for me, so I appreciate it. Next is going to be my future fund, and this is just for all things future. So interest was 26 cents in this account, so we added $6.26. Nothing was taken out, and so that puts us at 80.26. And then lastly is just going to be baby girl's savings account that we just put money aside for her in here. And she ended up getting $8 and nothing was taken out. So that is going to be, listen here, $91, okay? And as I was doing this, I wasn't even paying attention that I should have been doing this, but we'll do it now. So that is everything for my sinking funds and savings. I do have cash, which is my weather account. It's for the fact that we live in the state of Texas and it is a catastrophe state. And if anything happens, we lose power or we need to do anything in cash, we just have a little bit of money to do things in cash. So I keep this here, but I don't include it in any of my savings or anything like that. Okay, so we're going to close this up and now we're going to close out our numbers here. So for the amount of money that was put into the account, we ended up putting $205.97 into my sinking funds, and we spent $798.65, and that brought us to $2,571.56. And you know what, y'all? I'm so happy because even though the number is going down, that is what my sinking funds are there for, was for me to save. So when I needed to use it, I have the money to use it. And a lot of the things I need to use it for, we're coming up on that time. But it is good to know that I have the money there to be able to take care of those things. For my savings, we put $67.34 into savings. We did not spend anything, and we are now at $1,988.62 in savings. Okay, so that total brings us to $4,560.18. And the breakdown with accounts, because I just like to see this whenever I am looking at my accounts and making sure they match. We have $4,299.34 in our Ally account. Our Capital One is 8066, and our credit union is 18018, which equals out to this. So y'all, now I'm going to go ahead and show you my subscription setup and just give you a quick breakdown of that before we close this out. All right, so here we go for August. This is the breakdown of my subscriptions. So currently, like in the account, we fully funded Sam's Club at $50, Walmart Plus at $110. Love Every has some money in there at $129.28. My HOA is still being saved up for. My vacation, actually, I'm not sure why it doesn't say that here, but we have $1,200 in vacation. That makes more sense. Okay, yeah, we have $1,200 in vacation. We have $400 saved, which is fully funded, what I originally planned for Christmas, and then education is fully funded at $300. The only amount that I put into here was $10, and that was going to Love Every. So that was all that was added, which brought us to $139.28. And then I actually need to add it up, but for education, we took out 180 plus 49.50. So that was $229. Oops, $229.50. That came out of education, which is perfect, y'all. It is like perfect because it was fully funded and we're good now. Oh, I did actual. My B. I need to do that in spent. So $229.50. So that was good. And then we took out $129.60 for our Love Every kit. And doesn't that feel good when you know you're using money and the money is already there? So we only have $70.50 left in education and $9.68 in Love Every, but those two things are perfectly fine because pretty much the most important thing was baby girl's tuition was covered. And this $70 might help out a little bit with the extra money that now has to be paid for soccer each month. So that may help out some. So we now have 1840.18, and I think that should match exactly what our subscriptions is. So I love this little setup because honestly, it just really helps me see like the breakdown of all the different subscriptions that I am saving for and where the money is coming out for them. So that is it, y'all. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Share with your friends and family, and I will see you guys in the next one.